Hello everyone and welcome back to SpartanGaming plays Escape Simulator 2. So again, we're on the cursed treasure today. They're in the island. I've still not fixed the mistake I did in the pirate strip, but I'll fix it. Make no worries or make no mistakes or whatever. I've never looked at the community tab before. You can there's a lot of these puzzles. I'm gonna have to do some of these. They look interesting. Anyway. The island we're on next. The island's an interesting level. It's very interesting. It's beautiful. Like it just looks amazing. I guess this is the thing with games that are quite limited in your environmental awareness or space, is you can make them incredibly well detailed. That's why this game would be amazing in VR, wouldn't it? When you think about it, being able to explore all these little, gushing at all this fucking skeleton mountain over there. It's a very, very pretty game. Anyway, less gushing, more solving the puzzles. So let's do the snake thing first. So, as you can see, there is this Mr. Snake here, and this one's slightly different. Put them side to side, and you can obviously tell. It won't let me. It won't let me put it down. There you go. Oh, it's being incredibly picky. So this one's got a tongue and 2 eyes. This one has no eyes and no tongue. Poor snake. Now, if you look on these symbols, there's a snake with 2 eyes. This one has a snake with no eyes. This one has a snake with eyes and a tongue. And then the one we just looked at here has a pillar that's broken. And if you look on this one here, there's the broken pillar. So you match where the snakes need to go. So this one is going here. The snake with just eyes and no tongue, which is this one, goes there. We've got the one with the tongue and the eyes there, and this one, Guardians of the Stone. And let me get this puzzle, which again, this is another good puzzle. I like this. So you have 2 obvious glaring solutions right in front of your face. I mean, it's obvious to me anyway. So this symbol is obviously the same symbol as the one on this piece of wood in the background. And this blue one is this one here. And all you need to do is you need to get this token, which you can move around. You need to get it so it's in the same position as this one is. So you need to find this shape basically in this. It's upside down because it's fallen. I'd say it's upside down. But then again, the rope's there. Anyway, it's from what I remember, it's right there. I guess it's not upside down, but yeah. It's like a weird curly there, and then a long line, and then another curly bit, which is exactly what this is here. So we need to get red all the way down to here. And then blue needs to be basically where red is now. That's that shape, isn't it? Kind of like there. Yeah, and then basically just get your way out that way. It's it can be quite finicky, but I'd recommend doing it one by one. As you can see, it's very unruly. Because you can only use your mouse to move stuff around. But we need to move stuff in advance, because if we go down here, we then need to find a way to get to where we need to. So that can go down there. That should be fine. Our objective is to get here. So the question is, so look, you can only get to where we need to be by coming from the bottom. So we need to get from here all the way down to the bottom and then go up again. Which will be, move the blue one up for a second and move the red one down. I mean, if this blue gets his ass out of the way. Are you not going to let me? That's blue basically done. So we need to go... Where are we? This way. Try not to move my character too much because it confuses me. Especially when I can move these. Okay. Then we want to go... up this way like this. And as you can see, when it's in the right place, it starts spinning around, so... We'll know we're golden. And only should need to move this one like here. There you go. We get a... oh, it's called the Solar Twins, that puzzle was called. Interesting. We get this weird, incredibly expensive gem. Look how big that big boy is. Damn, son. I could buy an island for that. I mean, why would I buy an island when I can take this one? Even though it's got a skeleton on. It's probably not the best place for a holiday. But, you know. There's also this puzzle here. This one's easy. All you need to do is you need to move these in a way that you can, so you can take all these out. Because we need to get what's behind it. Obviously, there is a logic behind this, obviously, so that we can't move this without moving this one. We can't move this at all because this one's in the way, so it's kind of... Yeah, look, can't move that. Can't move this now, but if we move this... Let's have a look. We can't move this one because these are in the way. Can only move this like this. There's one. So this needs to only be able to go upwards to leave, because as you can see, the bottom here is basically locked off, so we can't move beyond this. So we need... That needs to be that way. It needs to be to the right, doesn't it? Move this one up. This one out of the way. But this one needs to go up as well, but... Oh, we can move that one. Fine. That one. One, and another one. Nice. Yeah, good puzzle. The shifting lock. This is like a compass. This moved around this wheel. As you can see, there's another symbol. So we can't do this solution until we found another one of these with the weird cross on it. So we can forget that for now. So the blue gem we picked up goes in here. Pick up somebody's dear diary. So these pictures are not too difficult. I know one of them is here. Another one is here. And from the book, there's one in this chest here, which we can't do just yet. And then there's also one across there. So that's our destination, by the way. We're going towards this big fucking skull. So we don't need this because I know where these are. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna be like, where the hell was the last one? So this chest here is linked to this here, which is also linked to these big pillars in the background. What you need to do is, as you can see, each symbol is like, that's a turtle. This is like a weird compass. And then this one here is kind of like a shell. The one in the background is kind of your hint on what to do. So when you click on this, for some reason, somebody created a telescope where you can move one side of your image. I don't know why. And if we look up on here, remove this around, you can create this like pattern. This is just showing you what you need to do. So we'll start on this one. So you need to find out what symbol is represented with this here. So on this chest, which is this one here, you have to pick one of these. And as you can see, the only one that's missing is this one here. So this has to be linked to one of these, and then that's the solution, if that makes sense. We know that the solution for this has to have this weird coloured square or rectangle on it, meaning that it can only be like this one. It can't be that one because it has to be on the right hand side. Oh, it could be this one as well. So it's either this or this. And then you use the telescope to find out which one kind of makes more sense, even though it doesn't really help. It could be that one, because that's kind of the symbol. And it also could be this one. So they're both there. It doesn't help, does it, when they're both there? But yeah, it's one of them. So we'll start with the turtle as well. So the turtle has 2 dots on the right hand side. So we need 2 dots on the right hand side. So this one here. Now if there's no big square, which there is, so it could be that one. Can't be that one because it needs to be the big square circles. Did I say big squares? Big circles need to be on the right hand side. But it can only be that one. So we know that the turtle is this one here, with a big big square on the left and the big circles on the right. And then look on the shell. The shell's got, I think they're the small circles, and then there's like a line between them. Kind of like that. Oh, it could be that. Oh, it is that. There you go. But yeah, I hope that made sense. It did take me a while, because this one here threw me. I was like, what the fuck's this for then? And it's, I guess it's just the game's way of saying that you need to match the symbols with the half of it, but the symbols don't match. There's still a glaring like gap because they're not straight. You know, like you can't get it closer than it already is, and yeah, it works, I guess, but it's not the most obvious thing in the world. Now we've got this red gem. So those are shipwrecks, or shipwrecks, should we say? Whoever was driving those boats. I think you can open this one. There's a puzzle piece. I'm not going to pick that up. I would have made that mistake once. Don't want to make it again. We don't need this crowbar anymore. The bin's all the way over there, isn't it? Huh. Oh, yeah, it returned to my inventory. Damn it. There's also another one of these metal discs behind the chest, which is there. I don't need to pick up that flower, but it's going to be in my inventory now until the end of the days. And there's also another one of those metal pieces in here. Let me just... Oh. There you go. So the next puzzle we can do is this chest here. So this one stumped me for a second because it's like that's the solution. It's not opening. So when you move these around, a certain point of these weird compass stars opens the it makes the skulls jump up. So to me that would be it unlocks the chest, right? But it doesn't. And then when you go over here, this is quite a nice solution for this. Is you can move this one. But if you look behind, in fact, you don't even need to look behind. If you look at the locks here, when this is up, you assume that this is open, but it's not. But if you keep moving this until it is, you notice that it's opposite of what it should be. So all we need to do is turn these. So this needs to be all the way here. This top one needs to be at the bottom. And this one has to be there. Wait, did I? I think I got one of them in the wrong place. It was this one. This has a habit of moving your cursor. There you go. Yeah, it's a pain in the arse. Like, when you click on something, sometimes it locks you into a certain position. It does that a lot. It really screws me up. That's not going in there. I have this now. Okay, we actually need this. And we also need these as well. But we've only got one. There's another one there. So you can pick up the flowers, but I wouldn't just yet. You don't need to just yet. Ah, there it is. I know there was something in here I forgot. This is the other one of this we need. As you can see, this moves the center. So if you look in the middle of this this weird puzzle, there's loads of lines. Your job is just to move this into a way that all the lines line up, basically. It's not that difficult. It can be a bit finicky. Because, you know, the game likes to control you with where you put it. Okay, that's that one done. Then we need to move this one. Let's keep rotating. That's not there. There it is. And then this goes in there. So the gunpowder is something we use near the end of the level. So we don't need that just yet. So, next thing to do. We've done everything here. We've done that. There's nothing there. We've done this chest. The only other thing is this this diary. Water depths and fauna. Fish and snails really like some of the flowers. Hint, hint. Yesterday I tried using a new bait. A weird plant that grows on the shell of the largest sea snail. I managed to catch this beautiful crab, only for it to snatch my key and jump back into the water. What a bastard. I tried to catch it again, but no luck so far. So the key he's talking about is for that door right there. And the crab's nicked it. As crabs always do. Those little shits. So to catch the crab, we need the flower of the largest seashell. So the water depth and fauna. So basically the crabs are in this. So 1, 2, and 3. So highest, the middlest, and the lowest. We don't need to worry about the lowest or the deepest. Shells only appear on the shallowest of water. And we know that these flowers indicate how big, basically, what your catch is going to be. So if you use the blue flower, you catch the smallest shell. The white flower is the medium, and then the yellow flower gives you the biggest. And we know that we need to catch the biggest seashell, so we need to use the yellow flower in the shallowest of water. If that makes sense. We need the fishing pole, and as you can see, it's a yellow flower. So we try these ones, even though they look orange. And to find the water depth it's quite simple. This one's deep, as you can see. That's fucking deep. This one's medium. It's deep enough, you know. You still get eaten by a shark, you know. And then this one's the shallowest. As you can see, it's basically hardly any water down there. So if we slap the yellow flower on that rod and cast it in here. I don't think it matters where you cast it. It just needs to be in the water. and we get a shell with a flower on it, which is exactly what we need. I did like this fishing, this little fishing quest. Oh, I need that. This one. It took me it took me a few minutes to realize what it wanted me to do, but it made sense. And we know from the book that crabs are in the are even not the shallowest and not the deepest, so they're in the middle ground. So which is this one. Luckily, you only need to do this once, and magically you get the right crab. See? This has got the key on him. I'll put him down now. There you go, Terrence. And we get this key, which goes into this door, which he locked a parrot in. What a shit. As if he locked his parrot in here. I don't need that fishing pole either. No. There you go. Hey, Burb. The bird's linked to this weird... I don't even know what this puzzle will be called. It's going to tell me when we complete it. But yeah, he'll give you like hints of where these need to be. And then you need to follow the correct route. Or the correct locations. So, a shipwreck was there. My belongings are lost. Can you help me find them? Treasure. It's 3 spaces north. The shipwreck. So, there's the shipwreck, and the treasure is 3 spaces north. So, I think it goes from the one you're at. So this counts as number 1, not this one. So 1, 2, and 3. If it's not, then it needs to go 1 down. I can't remember. So maybe 3 spaces north of this is 1, 2, and 3. But you know, I could be wrong. The barrel is 4 spaces east and 2 south from the treasure. So 4 east and 2 south. What was that? The barrel. So east is this way. So 1, 2. There. Did it say 4 east? Barrel. Yeah, 4 east and 2 south. It must be the it must be like that then. Okay, so then I've confused myself here, weirdly enough. Cannon is between the barrel and the palm tree. So it's like, wait, have I got? Am I doing the wrong one? The cannon's between the barrel and the palm tree. Thought it was. Treasure's north. No. Cannon's between... No, I was right. Oh my god. What? It's been one of those bloody days. So it's 2 south. Yeah. Well, I was right. Can I not look at that again? That's what I don't like when puzzles don't let me look at the solution. But yeah. Fucking hell. I tell you, my memory is absolutely shockingly shite. As you've just seen. Oh my days. Thank God I'm not streaming this or recording this. Oh wait, I am. Oh man. Oh well. This one's not too difficult. These need to be in specific orders. From what I remember, it's like this. So when you drag this over one of these, what would these be called? Like green little icons, little gems. It will fill in one of these squares, and you just have to. You can't. The first one is going to always be this one or this, and you know that the first one's going to be this weird like snake. So it needs to be to the left or right. I don't think it matters which way you go. These could be reversed, so it could be the W thing could be here and the snake here, then the sun, and then this weird devil thing. But from what I remember, it's snake, W, or horns, snake, sun, snake, sun, horns. I keep fucking my gunpowder on the floor. Where it should be. There you go. And these discs go in here. Yes. Nice. This one's quite easy. It's not very difficult. I don't think it's difficult for me personally. As you can see, this column that can move is locked into this area, so this is the one that always has to be in the right area. You can't move this one. So this is your go-to point. I would like to say where your puzzle begins here. And your job is to, when you pull this lever here, oopsie, you pull it. It shoots like incredibly slow-moving darts. You have to hit all the darts. Have to hit these targets on these pillars. And as you can see, they are very in depths on heights and stuff. Like this one down here. There's another one here. Obviously, there's the pattern. You know, you can move this around. In fact, I think that's the correct way to be. But as you can see, this one can only shoot at this length, meaning that there's only going to be one of the pillar that this actually hits, which then has to be this one here. You know? Well, again, that one actually hits, but there's nothing here, so it can't be that way. So it needs to be that way. Then you got this one's going to hit this one over here. Can I? Neat. Like that. And this one shoots at the bottom, but it shoots at an angle. Kind of like that, actually. It's very picky where these are positioned. One of them was slightly off. Which one was off? This one. So, yeah, it needs to be. In fact, that might be a bit too much now. Oh no, there you go. Solutions. Easy. It has an infinite amount of darts, which is kind of creepy. But I don't know where they come from. I'd say this is the hardest of any of the puzzles in this area. Purely because this takes the longest to do, because like you have to create a line of gunpowder to these barrels. Each one of these barrels has to explode at the same time. And every time you do this, it takes so long to like click in, and it takes it takes a long time to put a trail of gunpowder down. Yeah, and that to me that's why it takes the longest, because yeah, it's just it's not interesting to me. I don't really find this interesting at all, to be honest. Well, logically speaking, this needs to be hit first, because it's the furthest one away. Yeah, if you line the trail of gunpowder here, it will blow up before the ones at the back will. So you have to find out which one actually goes where. So from what I remember, it needs to come up here. I think it goes this way. I did this relatively simple. I only did one try, and then the second try I got it. It kind of makes sense when you think of how long it would take, when you see how fast the gunpowder is. Well, excuse me. Been talking a lot today, and it affects my voice. It's like I'm going through puberty all over again. God damn it. So as you can see, you'll come up here. The fire will then split. It'll run all the way down here. And by the time it's here, this should already be here. And this length should be equal to coming down here and then hitting this. As you can see, it's 3 trails of gunpowder to that. And it's 3 to this. Meaning that they'll hit simultaneously. And then it's these 2 up the top. So it can't be this way. Because if, say, it's 3 segments, this is already 2 up here, then it's another 3 going up to the top. But it can't be there. Meaning it has to be this way. Not that way. Don't do that. We've got infinite gunpowder. It's kind of like that. So it'll run up here. It would split down to this one. So that's basically 2 seconds, say. There's 1 second, and then there's 2. So by the time you get to this, it should already be here. And we know that it takes 3 there, and that's 3 to that. So that's fine. And then we get up here, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it should all... It should. And then it just kicks you out. The final charge. Yeah. That's a good puzzle. It's fun to do, but it's a pain in the arse, and it takes the longest to set up if you keep having to redo it, you know. But, you know. It's simple when you realize that it's the segments that you need to worry about and not the length, if that makes sense. But yeah, good puzzle. And yeah, the next the hideouts is the fun level to me personally. I always assumed that the ship was going to be really longer, but it's not. It's really short. The hideout's fun. It's got 2 puzzles in there. That I don't really enjoy, but I enjoy the level itself. It's very nice. Kind of like the island. It's very pretty. But yeah, we'll look at that in the next video anyway, peeps. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and all. Have a lovely day and stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.